So today's program is Reading Power of Purity, book written by Mohanji. Today is day 3, and my name is Sini Pandi. I am part of Mohanji Canada group, and we are very happy to host this program. And again, once again, apologies. We got delayed due to some technical difficulties, so we could not start on time. But however, we'll proceed with our program as we have scheduled. So I know Mohanji for the last 7, 8 years. When I was going through different aspects of my life, I was really looking for clarity and was seeking better understanding in life. And I was following different teachings, and I was not completely satisfied. But when I got connected to Mohanji, I came to know about his readings, and it gave me a lot of clarity. And my experience shifted to a different level where I was able to understand things as they come, accept as certain aspects in life, and I was able to move forward very confidently. So I just want to share that before I start this program, so that everybody can relate to it, because that's how the life is. It brings lots of challenges and unexpected turns, and how we face them is basically clarity as well as awareness. So those are the important aspects, and I was able to get that from Mohanji, and I really want to thank him deep from my heart. So today, we're going to read from a chapter from The Power of Purity from Mohanji's book. As you know, this book contains everything. It gives you a lot of information. So whenever certain point of time, you open the book, and when you go to a page randomly, and that really give you the answers what you're really looking for at certain point of time. I find that again and again, and I always go back to this book whenever I'm looking for more information or more clarity. So the chapter what we are going to read today is the present time. It is very relevant because the present time, I think it's turbulent. We already know, and this chapter, it contains both a condensed information from Mohanji's talk, as well as it also got some questions. So I'm going to read you through this section. But before we read, I would like to chant 3 times Mohanji Gayatri Mantra, so to invoke his presence and divine masters, so that they can help us and guide through this session. So please sit erect, eyes closed. Relax your shoulders, relax your feet, legs, arms. Keep your spine erect, neck straight. Be aware of your breathing. Let's chant 3 times Mohanji Gayatri Mantra. Om Parabrahmane Vidmahe Shivatattvaya Dhimahi Tanno Mohana Prachodayat. Om Parabrahmane Vidmahe Shivatattvaya Dhimahi Tanno Mohana Prachodayat. Om Parabrahmane Vidmahe Shivatattvaya Dhimahi Tanno Mohana Prachodayat. So as you know, the topic is present time. So I'll read the first condensed part, where Mohanji gives a summary of the present time. Present time is turbulent. The best way to go through this time is to keep a very low profile. Just watch. No reactions. Performing through the intellect. No confrontations. Some people are waiting for an opportunity to explode. Be in the present. You cannot escape. You have to go through it. You have to experience it. That's why situations are created to give you experiences and for you to learn to respond. If you see the whole universe, you see calamities in every aspect. There are upheavals at financial, political, and family levels. This is the time of changes. All status and states are changing. Situations are changing. If you try to fast forward now, it's not going to help. It will only create trouble. Even at the unit level, family level, there will be a lot of pressure and chaos. There will be frictions and fights in the family. The world outside will also be the same way, even at political and country level. It's a shake-up to collapse the weak. It's inevitable. With this shake-up, Jai Mohanji, my sincere apologies. I think there was a problem again. So hopefully we'll go through. So I'm going to the second part of this, which is called questions and answers. So the first question here is, if someone finds himself or herself in high position profile, then what can be done? Whether it's, Mohanji answers this, whether it is at the top of a family, an organization, or a country, all people have their minds in agitation right now. Just watch how things are evolving. Do not react. Just respond. In this type of situation, if you think you can hold the rein, it's bound to slip out of your hands. So just watch. Use intellect, buddhi, and not emotion, because using emotion will be bad for you and also for others. Everyone's mind is like a battlefield. One spark is enough to ignite. At whatever level you are, junior or senior, in an unit as well as in public, at all levels, just watch, observe, and move carefully. Understand that people are creating problems for you because they are insecure. It's not because they want to create a problem for you. Insecurities are at the highest level for everyone now because of the upheavals in energy levels in the world. So people would not know what to do. When they are imbalanced within, the imbalance will manifest outside as well. Wait, watch, observe, respond. The more you react, the more calamities will happen. There is a saying, in the feast of ego, everybody goes home hungry. So that's what will be happening. More egos will come, more egoistic will come up, and more will be dissatisfied. This is the first question. I'm moving on to the next question. So the question is, and how not to react? So Mohanji's answer, okay, if you are using your intellect more than your emotion, then it automatically becomes a response. If you are reacting, then understand that it is the emotion which is working. Intellect is blocked and so unavailable. When you are using your response, power, it is basically your intellect which is in command. Emotions are not in command. Observe yourself responding and reacting. Go to your spine more. Practice the 360-degree meditation. If senses are pushing you to react, it indicates that emotions are in command. When emotions are in command, the catastrophic reaction happens. It will happen at micro and macro level. Be very careful. You have to survive. Not that if you go somewhere else, things will be better. No, this is happening everywhere. Read newspapers and you will know how many people are dying every day, how many calamities are happening. Consciousness shift is clearly visible now. Those of the higher consciousness will survive. And how do you operate in higher consciousness? Start using intellect more than emotion. You will get all sorts of questions coming up. Just drop them. There is no other way. Just understand that if you are getting questions, then it is your ego that is working. You cannot do anything with the ego. The more you use the ego, the more calamities will be happening. Message is thus: you have perfection, you have strength, rely on that. Keep the connections of the masters, all those eternal masters with whom you have been connected, and keep surrendering everything to them. They are definitely available and they are protecting. Sometimes self-reliance is not possible, especially in such situations. So then rely on the masters, rely on God. Fate should not be conditional. Example, if this happens to me, then I have faith in you. If this doesn't happen, then my faith will be shaken. Our mind works only conditionally. If you have money, I love you. If you don't, thank you very much. That's how the human mind works. No, it should be unconditional. Once we look at the whole picture, higher awareness will automatically act. Before things happens, we will know. That's the whole story. Everything is temporary, situation to situation. Use your intellect. Buddhi is the stick you should walk with. Emotions must only be watched. When you are emotional, you should know that it is not essential. For instance, when you are angry, do not get involved in the anger. Whenever you want to cry, just cry, because that's a sort of cleansing. You need not cry in front of all. Go to one place, be with yourself, and when there are too many clouds, let it rain off. If you want to get angry, but then watch yourself getting angry. Do not get involved with the anger. So the impact will not be there and the corresponding emotions will not get stored in your personal hard drive. This is a beautiful answer. So Mohanji says, let's use our intellect and let's just watch them as it happens. It's beautiful. And the last question in this section is the question, can we completely restrict our emotions though? Mohanji answers, yes, only through observation you can do that. Letting go of emotion is more of a theory to most people. How do you do that? By watching yourself getting emotional and accepting those emotions as part of yourself. Because we usually say we are emotional in a positive way, but it is not so. You are emotional in the negative aspect too. We can be this and we can be that. Both are fine and part of you. Watch that. In this way, you will lose the attachment to them. So whatever it is, a good emotion or a bad emotion, you will not be attached to it. It will not bother you. Otherwise, you will become an egoist at some point of time, if not all points of time. If the emotions hurt you, should you just let go? Yes. But let go does not mean theoretically. Letting go actually means by blessing or by forgiving or by being detached from the emotions deep within. Understand that this is a part of our existence. Give importance to the situations to decipher the learning and then thank and forget. Some people stay on with the situation. Emotions are to be taken as emotions because even though they are temporary, They are a part of you. There's nothing bad about it because it is your constitution. There is good and bad in everybody. No one is complete and perfect. Duality is part of our existence. It is like day-night or sleeping-wakeful state. Emotions are part of duality. Everyone has a unique constitution with the bright side and the dark side, but only the bright side is shown. That does not mean there is no dark side. It is hidden. People like to present themselves properly, but true acceptance will be acceptance of your bright side as well as your dark side. Beautiful. You watch both of them and how it all works. Be the witness of your emotions always. This will minimize the impact. Impact happens only if you are involved. The ego is hurt if someone scolds you or abuses or curses. Emotions are bursting and we develop a feeling of revenge against that person. So the thoughts, words, and actions become ugly and disproportionate. It will become a problem for you. But if you watch and accept them, then you are very balanced. Nothing touches you. Absolutely beautiful. So today's message from Mohanji is be connected with your intellect and observe everything equally. So there is no good or bad. It's all part of your constitution. So let's be connected with our intellect, be balanced, observe, and let them go with the blessings of Mohanji. I want to thank everyone for joining the session today, and my sincere apologies. We had technical problems before starting the session. We were 15 minutes late, and also while when I started the first one, there was a timeout, and it kind of timed me out, so I started a second video again. So my sincere apologies, and thank you for joining us in the session today. And tomorrow we'll continue Mohanji Foundation group in Canada. We will continue our Power of Purity reading tomorrow again at the same time, and we would like to see you again. Thank you very much. Jai Mohanji.